Hello guys, my name is Octopus Joey. You know, I never realized until recently just how weird some of the Mario characters are, and the more I think about it, the more I wonder why it isn't discussed more. That's why I made a list of what are, in my opinion, the top 10 weirdest Mario characters. For this list, I'm allowing everyone in the Mario universe, which means this, and this all take place in the same universe. Also, I'm only allowing defined characters, so no entire species such as toads and piantas. Number 10. Chuck Quizmo. Chuck Quizmo is commonly found in villages in the first Paper Mario game. If you talk to him, he says, and teleports you to a game show where he asks you something about the game. If you get it right, you get a star piece. The reason I say he's one of the weirdest Mario characters is just because of how random he is. He's a worm who teleports you to a game show, asks you the color of your brother's pants, and then teleports away. If that's not weird enough, he can teleport literally anywhere, even Star Haven. You know, that place that you had to walk to 7 different parts of the world and rescue all the guarded star spirits to find? With that said, he's a very silly character, but there are much weirder. Number 9. Goomba. Originally in Paper Mario under the name Goomba King, he was renamed Goomba for Super Mario 64 DS and Mario Kart DS. I gotta say, he has amazing eyebrows, but a less than impressive mustache. Or 2 mustaches if you prefer. In Paper Mario, he's kinda stupid. When he finds out that the Red Goomba left a switch that destroys his castle outside, his genius plan is to tell Mario not to press it, after he presses it. In Super Mario 64 DS, he gives birth to Goombas just by stomping on the ground. In Mario Kart DS, he runs around in a circle and gets really angry for some reason. I think the reason I find him so weird is that it's a Goomba. It's a king. It's a Goomba King. Number 8. Junior Troopa. Junior Troopa is basically a bully egg thing. He's not easy to describe. Basically, you come across him multiple times in Paper Mario, usually after you complete a chapter. And every time you beat him, you can hit him 100 times with your hammer afterwards, even blow him up with Bombette, and he'll still appear again in 2 chapters with some gimmick. For example, after Chapter 3, he flies. And after Chapter 5, he flies and has a spike on his head. I guess he falls more under the category of annoying pest than weird character, but he's still weird. He's so determined to beat Mario that he'll literally swim across the ocean and back just to find him. Also, the way he looks. He's an egg! Number 7. Professor Egad. Finally, a character who isn't from Paper Mario. Professor Egad is a scientist, I guess. He invented a vacuum cleaner that sucks up ghosts, a water jetpack, a giant paintbrush, another vacuum cleaner that sucks up ghosts, and he owns a coffee shop. I'm not sure why. Also, he has the ability to teleport Luigi to his lab and make him do his work for him, 'cause that's legal. Number 6. Chauncey. Now we're getting somewhere. Chauncey is a baby ghost. When you wake him up, he asks you if you want to play, and then he starts attacking you. But if you attack him back, he gets mad, shrinks you down to toy size, puts you in his crib, and throws rocking horses and bouncy balls at you. And then he screams something. Number 5. Mimi. When you first encounter her, she makes you work for her until you earn 1 million rubies. How do you do that? by walking in place for 10 minutes and then doing a bunch of stuff I forgot and then getting into a secret stash full of them. After that, she gets mad and turns into a weird spider thing that chases you while repeatedly saying I guess the reason I find her so weird is just how spidery she is. That's a word now. Number 4, Candy Kong. Candy Kong is the first female to be seen in Donkey Kong Country, and that is kind of insulting. Okay, she's not that bad in Donkey Kong Country, but in Donkey Kong 64... Ah! Why would you do that, Rare? Why would you make a monkey talk like this in a kid's game? And if it's not enough that she talks that way to Donkey Kong, she talks the same way to Diddy Kong, a kid. And if that's not enough, she talks that way to Tiny Kong, a little girl. I don't care what you say Rare's biggest mistake was. Nuts and bolts, Kinect Sports, no. Candy Kong was Rare's biggest mistake. Okay, maybe not. Number 3. Berto. Berto is a male pink dinosaur who thinks he's a girl and for whatever reason can still shoot eggs. He doesn't do much outside of Super Mario Bros. 2, but in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, he flirts with everyone. Moving on. Number 2. Wario. Wario started out as a greedy villain who stole Mario's mansion in Super Mario Land 2. Then he became more of a treasure hunter, I guess? He's fat, greedy, has a pink nose, and a very strange mustache, and goes extremely long ways just to get a house. I guess the reason I put him so high on the list, aside from what I just mentioned, is that he can't really decide what he is. In Super Mario Land 2, he's the villain. In all the Wario Land games, he's looking for real estate. In Super Mario 64 DS, he's one of the heroes? What is he? Number 1. Waluigi. Waluigi is... well... Waluigi is... he isn't really anything. He started out as just a filler character that somehow caught on, unlike Plum from Mario Golf, and still is only a filler character. He has a very weird look, even weirder than Wario's. Waluigi is so skinny that he looks like he shouldn't be able to stand. The reason I put him at number 1 is that everything weird about Wario is even weirder about Waluigi. While Wario is really fat, Waluigi defies the laws of physics. While Wario can't seem to make up his mind about what he is, Waluigi really isn't anything. Waluigi doesn't have any trademark characteristics like Wario's greed.